Hi everyone, I just wanted to record a quick extra video to help you if you are finding the quiz a little bit challenging this week. So week 4 is where we move from structure into logic, like we mentioned before. So I will walk through a few of the most common things that can go wrong and how to think about them while correcting them or understanding. The first thing to understand is how your quiz is structured. You have your questions stored in an array, and each question has the question text, the possible answers, and the correct answer. If something isn't working, it's often helpful to just stop and look at the structure first. Ask yourself, does this actually look like the example in my content? Are the commas in the right place? Are the quotation marks correct, and are they all included? Even a very small typo can stop everything from working. Another really common issue is when JavaScript can't find your HTML elements. For example, if you are missing something like getElementById, the name has to match exactly what's in your HTML. If your HTML says submit button and your JavaScript says submit, it won't connect. So if nothing happens when you click your button, this is one of the first things to check. The next thing is your functions, especially build quiz and show results. It helps to think of these two separate jobs, like divide them. One function builds and displays the quiz, and the other checks the answers and shows feedback. If your quiz isn't appearing at all, the issue is probably in build quiz. If it appears but doesn't give results, the issue is likely in show results. Another very common challenge is the event connection. Your submit button needs to be connected to the show results function. If you click the button and nothing happens, check that this connection exists and that the button ID matches correctly. If your results are not correct or always showing the same message, that usually comes back to conditional logic. JavaScript is checking whether the user's answer matches the correct answer, so you need to make sure those values actually match. Even something like an extra space or a capital letter can affect the result. One of the most helpful habits you can build here is usually console log. This lets you see what your code is actually doing. You can log the user's answer, log the correct answer, and check whether they are the same. This removes a lot of guesswork. I also want to remind you not to worry about making this too complex. A simple quiz with 1 or 2 questions that works properly is much more valuable than a complex one that doesn't work. You're doing really well, and that week is, I would say, the hardest. So I'm really proud of you, and finalize it so we can link it and publish.